folks are fired up. So the regular season down. What will the for a touchback? A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Luck. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find defense has to keep pace.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run with Logan. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 4-yard pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the Colts coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, it's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Key right. 11. Tempo.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Going deep here for Bryant. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one. Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Davis. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Deep in the red zone. This was 4-down territory from the start. And here...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready. Field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers. And now the running back's got some room to roam.
Reggie. Check 50, check 50. Gun. Go ahead.
Luck on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
To your right. 11. Hurry.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
14.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This is Harris. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Right, 675. Be right.
Here's Hines. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Regular. Go ahead.
This is Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
11B. Check out. 180. Line 674. Reggie. Go ahead.
Block on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Hey, over here. Check 50. Hey.
On second down, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Wilson to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
14. Zebra. One flip. Check 50. Gotta go.
On first down, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gun. Second. 390.
On second and 10, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. And they will this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Strong right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along to control the...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the left.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on second down. This complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They run with Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Hines, but he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Now comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. Right? It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. Luck now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got the size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Luck throwing again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's Wilson to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back now in Indianapolis. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, here's Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Luck now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Luck. There he goes inside the 30. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And down to the 27-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check out. 240. Middle.
On first down, it's Luck. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. 14. Hey.
Wilson. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
19. Zebra. Look. Spot that. Gotta go.
Wilson on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Well. Hey. Let's go, 14. Shotgun. Keeler. One flip. Don't take too long.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Don't take forever, okay? 12. 14. Spot that. Check 50. All right.
Now Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Harris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Chandler Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. This is Harris, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 Second, you're 70. 12. Reggie.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered